In 1959, 9 hikers set out to cross the frozen Ural Mountains. They never returned. What rescuers found weeks later would puzzle investigators for decades. All 9 were students or graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Their leader was Igor Dyatlov, 23 years old, calm and experienced. Their goal was Mount Unswered, a winter route considered one of the most difficult in the Soviet Union. What happened during their final night remains a mystery even today. The group began their journey on January 27, 1959. They carried cameras, diaries, and supplies for a 300-kilometer trek. The first few days went according to plan. They recorded photos of laughter, skiing, and preparation, but by the time they reached the upper slopes, the weather had turned severe. Heavy winds and snow slowed their progress. On February 1st, the hikers stopped on the eastern slope of a peak called Kalet Siakal. The name in the local Mansi language means Mountain of the Dead. They pitched their tent on the open snow, exposed to strong winds. It was their final camp. When no communication came from the group, families raised concern. A search began on February 20th. 6 days later, rescuers found the tent. It was half buried in snow and torn open from the inside. Inside were boots, coats, and food, all untouched. Footprints led away from the tent toward the forest, some made by bare feet. At the forest edge, 2 bodies were discovered near the remains of a small fire. They wore only underwear. 3 more bodies, including Dyatlov, were found between the forest and the tent, as if they were trying to return. 2 months later, searchers located the remaining 4, buried under several feet of snow in a nearby ravine. The autopsies deepened the mystery. 2 hikers had fractured skulls. 2 others showed severe chest injuries, similar to the force of a car crash. 1 woman's tongue and facial tissue were missing. Despite these wounds, there were no signs of external trauma. Some clothing contained traces of radiation. Temperatures that night dropped below -30 degrees Celsius. Most of the group died from hypothermia, but the cause of their internal injuries could not be explained by exposure alone. Investigators struggled to find answers. The official report stated that the hikers died from a compelling natural force. No further explanation was given. The case was closed in May 1959 and several files were classified. The local Mansi tribes were questioned and cleared. No evidence of a fight or outside interference was ever found. Over the years, many theories appeared. Some claimed an avalanche forced the hikers to escape their tent. Others pointed to military experiments, parachute mines, or secret weapons tests. Some speculated about infrasound, panic, or psychological breakdown. They set out on a winter journey and vanished into the snow. Their campsite still exists. Their names are remembered. But the truth, whatever it was, lies somewhere on that mountain.